Hi everyone, this is Ashwini. In this crash course, we will discuss all the chapters along with important previous year questions. So let's begin with motion in a straight line, also called motion in one dimension. From this chapter, we can expect a minimum of one question for your NEET exam. And this is a syllabus: distance, displacement, speed and velocity, acceleration and retardation, equations of motion, and the different parameters versus time graph like position time, velocity time, and acceleration time, alpha beta problems, and motion under gravity. So the very first topic that we have to deal is distance and displacement. So what is distance? Distance is the length of the actual path traveled by the body, whereas displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final points. Let us understand this with a simple example. Everybody knows about a right angle triangle, right? Where one angle is 90 degrees. Let us denote it as A, B, and C. Imagine there is a body which is starting from A. So this is called initial point. Where the body is starting, that's called initial point. Imagine it is traveling from A to B, whose distance is 4 meters, and B to C, whose distance is 3 meters. And it is stopping its journey at point C, starting at A and ending at B, ending at C. So what is this C? This is the final point. So its journey ends here. Now if I ask you what is the total distance traveled by the body? So what is the total distance travel? It traveled from A to B and then B to C. So it is 4 meters plus 3 meters. So total it is how much? 7 meters. If I ask you displacement, what is displacement of the body? Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final points. Now, what is the shortest distance between A and C? Is it AB plus BC or directly AC? Now, directly AC. This is the shortest distance between initial and final point, right? Now, how do you find this? This is nothing but hypotenuse of the triangle. And what is the formula? Under root of side square plus side square. So 4 square plus 3 square. If you do it, you will get it as 5 meters. Now 5 meter is the displacement of the body, whereas 7 meters is the distance of the body. I hope you understood the difference between distance and displacement with this example. So how much actually the body has traveled, that is your distance, and the shortest gap between initial and final point is displacement. One more thing to be noted here: distance is a scalar quantity. That means it has only magnitude but no direction. Whereas displacement is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude as well as direction. Distance will denote it as d and displacement will denote it as x bar, sometimes s bar. So this arrow indicates a vector quantity. Whenever you keep an arrow, it's a vector. So distance is a scalar and displacement is a vector. And what is the difference here? Vector quantities will have magnitude as well as direction. Vectors possess magnitude and direction, whereas scalars will have only magnitude. Circular motion. Let us imagine a body is undergoing circular motion. What is circular motion? The body has to travel along the circumference of the circle. What is this circumference? I drew a circle here. This is the circumference. Imagine the body is traveling along this circular path, along the circumference of the circle. Then it's called circular motion. The center point of the circle is called center of circle, and the line joining from center to any point on the circle, that is called radius of the circle. Let us take 2 points. This is point P and point Q. Now center to this point Q, also radius. Center to this point P, this is also radius. Center to any point on the circle. Imagine a body is traveling from P to Q. Body is performing circular motion and it is traveling from P to Q. Now in this case, what is the distance traveled by the body? Distance traveled by the body is nothing but the length of the arc, L. So this is the arc length. This is what the body has traveled, right? P to Q. So that is the distance. And what is the formula for this? R into theta. So remember, in a circular motion, distance traveled by the body is R into theta. What about displacement? It is the shortest distance between initial and final point. So displacement is 2r sine theta by 2. What is this theta? R is the radius. What is this theta here? Theta is the angular gap from initial position to final position. Initial position is P, final position is Q, and these positions are making certain angle at the center of the circle. How much angle is made? Theta. Got it? So remember these two formulas, important for your exam. Now let's talk about average speed and average velocity. So what is average speed? Denoted like this. It is total distance upon total time. D total by T total. And what is average velocity? Represented with V average vector arrow mark, because it's a vector quantity. So this is total displacement upon total time. Or you can say change in distance by change in time, or change in displacement by change in time. Total distance by total time or change in distance by change in time will give you average speed. And total displacement by total time or change in displacement by change in time will give you average velocity. Now let us see this question, which was asked in 2006 of your NEET exam. A car runs at a constant speed in a circular track, on a circular track, okay, of radius 100 meters. So what is the data here? Radius is given, which is 100 meters, and it is taking a time of 62.8 seconds for every circular lap. That means for every one circular motion, one round in circular path, it is taking how much time? It is taking 62.8 seconds, and this is for how many rounds? This is one circular round. The average velocity and average speed for each circular lap. That means we have to consider one round only, and for this one round you have to find average velocity and average speed. Now just recollect the formulas. What is average velocity? Average velocity is total displacement upon total time. What is total displacement here? The body is performing circular motion. Imagine it has started its journey from point A. For one round, where will be its end point? End point is also at point A. That means initial and final positions both are same. So there is no shortest gap, or there is no gap at all. So what is the displacement here? Displacement is 0. And time is how much? 62.8. So 0 by anything, it is 0. So what is the average velocity? 0 meter per second. So you can eliminate option A and option D. Now let us find average speed. What is average speed? It is total distance upon total time. What is total distance for one circular round? When a body is making one round, it means it has covered how much distance? It has covered 2 pi r distance, because for one round, one circumference, and circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Or else you can use this formula. For circular motion, distance is nothing but length of the arc, which is r into theta. An important point, theta must be in radians. I'll write it down here. Theta must be in radians. That means if it is 360 degrees, then it's 2 pi radians. 180 degrees, pi radians, like that. Now for one round, It is how much? 2 pi radians, 360 degrees. So r into theta, r into 2 pi. So it is 2 pi r upon 62.8. Now formula is ready, just substitute the data. 2 into pi is 3.14 and r is 100 divided by 62.8. So how much do we get? So 3.14, 314 double is 628. Now one decimal got cancelled. Another decimal and 110 got cancelled. So what is left behind now? 20 by 2. So how much do we get? We get 10 meter per second. So this is the average speed of the car. So you can eliminate option B also because average speed is not 0. Is there any simplest way that we can do this answer? Instead of doing this entire solution, very simple, circular motion, complete circle. So what will be the displacement? 0. So average velocity is also 0. So directly you can eliminate option A and option D because velocity is not 0 in that case. Next, average speed. Body will cover some distance in circular path. Distance is present. So speed cannot be 0. So you can eliminate option B also. So if you have this clarity, you can do the answer in fraction of minutes. Okay. Before seeing this question, let us see some concepts. These are shortcuts. If a body covers n equal distances with velocities v1, v2, v3 and so on, then what will be its average speed? Let us understand with two equal distances first. What do you mean by equal distances? Imagine body is starting from A and it is traveling till B. Now let us consider a point C here and let this C be a midpoint. If I assume the total distance AB as x, then what will be this distance? As C is midpoint, it will be x by 2 and x by 2. Imagine the body is traveling from A to C with V1 speed and C to B with V2 speed. Then for the entire journey AB, what will be its speed? It will be V average. And what is this V average basically? That is what the concept here. If a body is covering equal distances, I'm just taking two equal distances. It can be 3, it can be 4, it can be anything, some n equal distances. Then what will be the average speed? It is the speed for entire journey. So you can find it by taking n equal distances upon 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3 and up to so on plus 1 by vn. So this is the formula for average speed for a body if it is covering n equal distances with different speeds. Now consider the same, this is the formula, remember this. Now if you apply the same in this case for AB case, for example, two equal distances. So what will be V average here? N equal distances, two equal distances, so 2 by 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. Can we simplify this? This is directly a representation from the formula. If you simplify, you'll get it as 2 V1 V2 upon V1 plus V2. Clear? This is important because there are many previous year questions just based on this one formula. V average is n equal distances by 1 by V1, 1 by V2. I mean the sum of the reciprocals of their speeds. So remember, this is important. Many previous year questions are based on this formula. Now see this question which was asked in 1991. A car moves a distance of 200 meters. Fine. It covers the first half with a speed of 40 km per hour and the second half with a distance, with a speed of V. For the entire journey, what is the average speed? It is 48 kilometers per hour. So the total distance is 200 meters. Let us take it as A to B. And for this entire journey, what was the average speed? It is 48 kilometers per hour. No need to convert it into meter per second because all the options are in kilometers per hour. For the first half means how much? For the first 100 meters, the car is moving with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. And the next 100 meters, it is traveling with the speed of v kilometers per hour. Now you have to find out the value of this v. Simple, right? Equal distances, 100, 100. Now just make the assumptions here. This is your V1, this is your V2, and the entire journey speed is what? V average. So two equal distances. How many equal distances here? 100, 100, two equal distances. So just apply the formula. So from V average is equals to 2 V1 V2 upon V1 plus V2. So substitute here, V average is how much? 48 equal to 2. V1 is 40 and V2 is V as it is upon V1 plus V2. So 40 plus V. Now simplify this. 48 into 40 plus V is equals to 40 into 2. It is 80 V. Anything gets cancelled? 4 ones, 4 twos and 4 twos, 0 as it is. 4 threes, 4 fives. So what are you left with now? Just do the multiplication. 3 into 40, it is 120 plus 3V. And this is equals to how much? 5 into V, so 5V. So send 3V that side. It becomes 2 into V. And what is V now? It is 120 by 2. So 2 one time, 2 6 time and 0 as it is. So what is the V value now? V value is 60 kilometers per hour. So this is our answer. That means the second half is travel with how much speed? 60 kilometers per hour. So option B is the right answer. Hope you are clear with this. As it is just two equal distances, remember this formula 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. It's up to you. You can use 2 divided by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. That is also fine. Now let's see how many questions are based on this just one formula. So mains 2011, a particle covers half of its total distance with speed v1, the next half with speed v2. That means equal distances, half with v1, half with v2. Now for the entire journey, what is the average speed? It is 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. Direct formula. A car moves from x to y with a uniform speed vu and returns to x. That means it is traveling this time from y to x. What is the speed? Vd. That means for the forward journey it was vu and for the return journey it was vd. In both the cases distance is same, right? X to y, y to x. Imagine it is some d meters. So in both the cases it was traveling the same distance. So the average speed for this round trip, that means for the entire journey, what is the average speed? It's the same again. 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. So 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. What is v1 and v2 here? This is your v1 and this is your v2. So what is the option now? Option D. 2 vu vd by vd plus vu. A bus traveling the first one third distance at this speed 10 kilometers per hour. Next one third with 20 kilometers per hour. And the last one third with 60 kilometers per hour. That means equal distances. 1 by third, 1 by third, 1 by third. First 10, then 20, then 60 kilometers per hour. So what is the average speed? Now it's not two equal distances. It's three equal distances. So what will you do? V average is what? n equal distances, there are 3 equal distances. So divided by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3. Now just substitute the data. What is v1 here? 10. So 1 by 10. v2 is 20. So plus 1 by 20. And v3 is 60. So plus 1 by 60. Now if you see in the denominator, what is the LCM? LCM is 60, right? Now 10 with 6 times, and with 20 it is 3 times, and with 60 it is 1 time. You know how to take the LCM, right? 10 6 60, 23 60, and 60 1 time 60. So what will be this? 3 by 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 1 10. So 10 upon 60, so which goes to numerator. So what is the answer now? 10 ones, 10 6 times. So 3 into 6. How much do we get? 18 kilometers per hour. So this is the average speed of the bus. Option C is the right answer. Now you can see how easy the questions are. Just memorize the formulas. A car covers first half of the distance between two places at 40 kilometers per hour and another half distance with 60 kilometers per hour. The average speed. There are only two equal distances. So directly use this formula. 2 v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2. Now just substitute v1 and v2 values 40 and 60. So 2 into 40 into 60 upon 40 plus 60. How much do we get? Simplify. 40 plus 60 is how much? It's 100, right? So 2 into 4, 6, 24, double 0. 40 plus 60, 100, so double 0. So what gets cancelled here? Two zeros cancel. Now 24 into 2. So 24 double is how much? It is 48 kilometers per hour. So answer is option B. A vehicle travels half the distance with speed v and remaining distance. So what will be the remaining distance? Another half, right? First half is done means the next one is, the next remaining is the again half with speed 2v. Its average speed is, so again same formula, v average is 2, v1 is v, v2 is 2v divided by v1 plus v2. You might have been habituated with the formula, right? So I'm directly substituting the data. So it is 4v square upon 3v. What gets cancelled here? V and V cancel. So you'll get 4v upon 3. So answer is option B. So I hope you are clear with this average speed for n equal distances. Now we'll see the concept of instantaneous velocity. The answer is in the question itself, instantaneous. The velocity at a particular instant of the time. Velocity at any instant of time, at some particular point of time, is called instantaneous velocity. And how do we find this instantaneous velocity? So V instantaneous is equals to dx upon dt. That means you have to differentiate displacement with respect to time. First, suppose if I take a graph between displacement and time, chalo, we got some graph like this. Then what will be the slope of this graph? Slope of displacement versus time will give you instantaneous velocity. So instantaneous velocity is basically dx by dt, differentiate displacement with respect to time. Now let us see some questions. Two cars, P and Q, start from a point at the same time, okay, in a straight line, and their positions are represented by, okay, P car position is given and Q car position is also given. At what time, that means you have to find the time, T is question mark. Do the cars have same velocity? So both the cars are having same velocity at that point of time. I mean at that moment you have to find the time. So what is the given condition here? Velocity of P car is equals to velocity of Q car. Whatever the car is, how do you find the velocity here? When expressions are given for displacement, it is dx upon dt, right? You have to differentiate x with respect to time. I think everybody knows the differentiation formulas. Kindly be thorough with the basic mathematics, okay? Differentiation of x power n is what? N into x power n minus 1. Just take the power as a multiplier and reduce the power by 1. So x power n before and x power decreases by 1. And what is the differentiation of constant? It is 0. Now let us follow this condition. Velocity of car P is equals to velocity of car Q. So what is velocity of car P? Differentiate displacement of car P with respect to time. And VQ means what? Differentiate displacement of car Q with respect to time. And the question says these two are equal. So just differentiate and then equate them. So if you differentiate XP, you will get A into 1 plus B into 2T. This is equals to F into 1 minus 2 square differentiation is 2T. You have to find the time, so take the subject of time. So B 2BT. Get this 2T this side, so plus 2T is equals to F minus A. So take T outside and 2 outside. What will you get here? B plus 1. 2T is common. F minus A. Now what is T here? It is F minus A upon 2 into B plus 1 seconds. So this is the time. So where is this answer, in which option? F minus A by 2 into 1 plus B. It is in option D. So very simple. If some expressions are given for displacement, how do you find the velocity? Differentiate them. And the question says same velocity. So equate the velocities of both of the cars P and Q. You will get the time equation, time expression. Now, displacement x of a particle of mass m moving in one dimension under the action of a force is related to time t. Okay, so this is the expression relating time and displacement. The displacement of the particle when its velocity is 0. You have to find the displacement of the particle when its velocity is 0. So how do you find the velocity? Question says velocity is 0, but how do you find the velocity first? You have to differentiate the displacement with respect to time, right? So take this expression, t is equals to root x plus 3. So take root x, what will it be? It will be t minus 3. We want x, not root x. So do squaring on both sides. So you get x is equals to t minus 3 whole square. Now this is the expression for displacement. Now find out velocity. Question says velocity is 0. What is velocity? Dx by dt. Now this is 0 according to question. So differentiate the x. What will you get? Differentiation of x power n. N in x power n minus 1. Now differentiation of this t minus 3 term. You will get 1. This is equals to 0. Now just multiply it. 2t minus 6 equal to 0. So 2t will be equal to 6. And what is t? It is 6 upon 2. You will get 3 seconds. So time is 3 seconds. So what is the point of giving or mentioning in the question that velocity is 0? You can find out the time. So time is 3 seconds. Now what is the main question? The displacement of the particle. You should find the displacement. So what is the displacement? We got one expression here, right? Take it as 1. X is equals to t minus 3 whole square. T minus 3 whole square. The moment when velocity was 0, what was the time? 3. So just substitute this 3 seconds. So 3 minus 3 whole square. So 0 square is how much? 0. That means what is the displacement of the body here? It is 0 meters. So answer is what? Option B. I hope you are clear with this. Velocity is 0. Use that. You'll get the time. And just substitute in displacement expression. It will come out to be 0 meters. Now, the displacement x of the particle varies with time t as x is equals to. Some expression was given and it is pretty clear from the expression. It is depending on exponents e power minus alpha t, e power beta t, fine. Where a, b, alpha, beta are all the positive constants. Velocity of the particle will be. So what will be the velocity of particle? It is differentiation of x with respect to time. Now differentiate this, how much do you get? So A is a constant. E differentiation e power minus alpha t and alpha t differentiation minus alpha plus B is a constant. What is differentiation of e power beta t? It is e power beta t only. Now again differentiating beta t, you will get beta. Now what is the condition here? I mean not condition, we have to verify the options. The velocity of the particle will be. Now go through option A, velocity be independent of beta. See, this is the expression for velocity. Is it independent of beta? No, it is depending on beta. So this is the wrong option. Drop to 0 when alpha is equal to beta. So let us verify this. Let us verify option B. Option B says alpha equal to beta. Then velocity will be 0. Let's check whether this is true or false. So wherever we have alpha, replace it with beta. So velocity is what? A into e power minus beta t into minus beta plus b into e power beta t into beta. Now is this 0? Plus beta minus beta, fine. E power minus beta, a and b. This is not 0, right? So option B is also wrong. Go on decreasing with time. Will it decrease with the time? No. So what is the right answer now? It will go on increasing with the time. Okay. So answer is option D. Why does it increase with the time? Because velocity is dependent on exponential e power beta t, where it was mentioned all a, b, alpha and beta are positive constants. So velocity will go on increase with time. Option D is the right answer. So I hope you are clear with velocity part. Now we'll move on to acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration is rate of change of velocity. That means change in velocity with respect to change in time. Acceleration is a vector quantity. So you have to denote it as a vector is equals to change in velocity upon change in time. You can also write it as v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. What about instantaneous acceleration? We have seen two types of velocities, right? Average velocity, instantaneous velocity. Average velocity, we took it as total displacement by total time or change in displacement by change in time. And what did we do for instantaneous velocity? Dx by dt, differentiated displacement with time. Now the same thing for instantaneous velocity, instantaneous acceleration, we have to differentiate velocity with respect to time. Clear with this? Two accelerations. Average acceleration is change in velocity by change in time. Instantaneous acceleration is dv by dt. Now if I take the graph between velocity and time, some graph like this, what does the slope of this graph represent? It represents acceleration. Got my point? There we took graph of displacement versus time. Displacement versus time, we got velocity. Similarly, if you take velocity versus time, slope will give you acceleration. So remember these two formulas, formula number 1 and formula number 2. See this question. The position x of a particle with respect to time t along x-axis is given by x position is given, fine, where x is in meters, t is in seconds. What will be the position of this particle? That means again we have to find the position. But what is the condition? When it achieves maximum speed. So this was the general position of the particle, 9t square minus t cube. We have to find the position when the speed is maximum. What is the condition for any function to be maximum? You might have studied in mathematics. For any function to be maximum, differentiation of that function will be 0, right? The same logic we have to use here. Here the speed is maximum. That means differentiation of speed with respect to time will be 0 for the maxima condition. So find out the speed here. What is speed? Dx by dt. X is given as 9t square minus t cube. So differentiation 9 into 2t and t cube differentiation is 3t square. So how much will you get? 18t minus 3t square. What is dv by dt? It's nothing but acceleration only, right? So a is equals to dv by dt. How much will it be? 18 into t differentiation 1 and 3 into t square differentiation 2t. So how much is this? 18 minus 6t. So this is our dv by dt. Now according to the question, we have to equate it to 0. That means acceleration have to be 0. So 18 minus 60 is equals to 0 because this side speed is maximum. Now 18 is equals to 60 and t is equals to how much? 18 by 6. So 6 3 is 18. So this is 3 seconds. So you got the time t seconds. So from this condition, maximum speed, what we have found actually, we have found that time is 3 seconds. Now just substitute this 3 seconds in this expression, x expression, you'll find its position. So just substitute x is equals to 9 into 3 square is how much? 9 minus 3 cube. 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. So how much will it be? 9 9 is 81 minus 27. How much do we get? We get 54. So 54 meters. Have you all understood the question? Position is given. Again you have to find the position, but under what conditions? Under maximum speed conditions. So from this maximum speed, you'll get time value. And how do you get the speed here? Differentiate the position. And how do you find this acceleration? Differentiate the velocity. So this acceleration is 0, you got the time 3 and just substitute in x expression. You'll get the answer as 54 meters. Answer is option A. Now, the motion of a particle along a straight line is given by this expression. X value is given. The retardation of the particle when its velocity becomes 0. What is retardation? Retardation is negative of acceleration. When the speed of a particle, when the velocity of a particle is decreasing, the body experiences what? Retardation. So this is simply negative of acceleration. So you have to find this retardation, and what is the condition? Velocity is becoming 0. So first take x here, it is 8 plus 12t minus t cube. So find out velocity dx by dt. Now differentiate, how much will you get? 8 differentiation 0, 12 t differentiation 12, and minus t cube differentiation 3t square. What did they say? Velocity is becoming 0. So this velocity is what? Equated to 0. That means 12 minus 3t square is 0, which means 12 equal to 3t square, which means t square is what? 3 ones, 3 one time and 3 4 times. So this is 4. So t square is 4. That means t is equals to how much? T is 2 seconds. So when velocity is becoming 0, time is 2 seconds. What is our main question? You have to find retardation. Retardation is nothing but acceleration with minus sign. So acceleration is what? dv by dt. We got already v here, right? What is the expression for v? This was the expression for v. So just differentiate that. So differentiation of 12 minus 3t square. So how much do we get? Constant differentiation 0 minus 3 into t square differentiation 2t. So it is overall minus 6 into t. What is the time value? Time was 2 seconds, right? So minus 6 into 2. So how much do you get? Minus 12 meter per second square. What is this? This is acceleration. But what is our question? Not the acceleration. The question is retardation. So retardation is negative of acceleration. So minus into minus, it becomes plus. So retardation is negative of acceleration. So minus into minus, it becomes 12. So 12 meter per second square. Answer is option D. Let's see this 18th question. A particle moves a distance x according to this expression. The acceleration of the particle is proportional to. So x is given. I can write it as 1 by t plus 5. Is it fine? Inverse is nothing but that comes in the denominator, right? Now what is velocity? Find out first. Dx by dt. So how much will be the differentiation? It is minus 1 by t plus 5 whole square. How will you do the differentiation? Differentiation of 1 by x power n is minus n by x power n plus 1. So take the n in negative in the numerator and in the denominator increase the power by 1. So minus n, same power in the numerator but minus n by denominator extra 1, x power n plus 1. So here it is power 1, so same power minus 1 by extra 1 in the denominator, t plus 5 to the power 2. What is acceleration? It is dv by dt. So minus 1 was already there. Now differentiation of 1 by t plus 5 whole square. So negative n upon t plus 5, power increases by 1. So 2 becomes what? 2 becomes 3. So this is equals to 2 upon t plus 5 whole minus into minus plus, right? Now you have all the terms x, v and a. What is the question? Acceleration is proportional to. So acceleration is proportional to what? So let us go with each option. First verify option A whether it is true or false. What is option A? Acceleration is proportional to velocity power 3 by 2. So let's take velocity power 3 by 2. Let us check this out. What is the velocity that we got? Minus 1 by t plus 5 square. This is our velocity, right? Now you have to take it to the power 3 by 2. That means minus 1 power 3 by 2. Denominator also to the power 3 by 2. So 1 to the power anything is what? 1 only, divided by Now t plus 5, anything gets cancelled here? 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So you'll get what? You'll get 3 here. This is true, right? If you see the acceleration here, acceleration was proportional to 1 by t plus 5 cube. And in the option A also, when we took v to the power 3 by 2, we got the same relation. So we can say that answer is option A. Acceleration is proportional to velocity to the power 3 by 2. Because if you take velocity to the power 3 by 2, you'll get the same term which was there in acceleration. Next, motion of a particle is given by this equation. S or X both mean the same. The value of acceleration of the particle at t is equals to 1 second. You have to find acceleration. So X is given, it is 3t cube plus 7t square plus 14t plus 8. How do we find acceleration? First we have to find velocity. So v is equals to dx upon dt. So I'll get 3 into t cube differentiation 3t square, 7 into t square differentiation 2t plus 14 t differentiation 1 and constant differentiation 0. So I'll get 9 t square plus 14 t plus 14. So this is the velocity. Now what is acceleration? It is dv upon dt. So differentiate the velocity. What will you get? 9 into t square is 2t and 14t differentiation 1, constant differentiation 0. So this is our acceleration. How much is it? 18t plus 14. When we have to find this acceleration? When the time is 1 second. So just substitute in the t place, substitute the given time 1 second. So 18 into 1 plus 14. So how much will it be? 18 plus 14. 8 and 4, it is 12. So it is 32. 32 meter per second square. So answer is option number B. So I think by now you might have got some clarity. If you see all the previous year questions in the 2000, and 2010, 2012, the questions are very easy based on the very fundamentals. If you are thorough with the differentiations and integration, some basic fundamentals in your mathematics, and thorough with the formulas of physics, like for average velocity and for average acceleration, instantaneous velocity, instantaneous acceleration, what are the formulas to be considered? If you are thorough with the basic fundamentals, it's very easy. Talking of this chapter, it's very easy. Now, position x of a particle varies with time. Again, position is given. The acceleration will be 0 at time t is equal to. So, we have to find out the time when acceleration is 0. Condition is acceleration 0. You have to find out the time. So, displacement is given. First, find out the velocity. Velocity is dx upon dt. So x is given in the question, so differentiate it. A into t square is 2t minus b into t cube is 3t square. So I'll get 2at minus 3bt square. This is velocity. What about acceleration now? It is dv upon dt. So 2a t differentiation 1 minus 3b t square differentiation 2t. So how much will you get? 2a minus 6bt. This is the acceleration. Question says acceleration will be 0. So equate it to be 0. Acceleration is 0, right? So 2a minus 6bt is equals to 0. So 2a is equals to 6 into b into t. Now what is t here? It is 2a upon 6b. Eliminate the common factors. 2 goes for 1 time and 6 goes for 3 times. So T is equals to A upon 3B. So this is the time at which acceleration of the body becomes 0. So it is in option A. So answer is option A. A particle moves along a straight line such that its displacement is given, fine, x value is given. The velocity when acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0 and you have to find what? You have to find the velocity. See, same concepts but just twisting here and there. Previous question was you have to find the time when acceleration is 0. Now present question you have to find velocity when acceleration is 0. So let's do it fast. X is given. This is t cube minus 6t square plus 3t plus 4. What is velocity now? It is dx upon dt. So differentiate. T cube is 3t square minus 6 into t square is 2t plus 3 into differentiation of t1 and 4 differentiation 0. So you will get 3t square minus 12 into t plus 3. This is the velocity. Take it as 1. Keep it on hold for some time. What is acceleration? Acceleration is dv by dt, right? Differentiation of velocity with respect to time. Differentiate, how much will you get? This is the expression for v. So 3 into t square is 2t minus 12 into t differentiation 1 and 3 differentiation 0. Question says this acceleration is 0. So equate it to the 0. What will you get? 6t minus 12 equal to 0. So 6t is equals to 12 and t is equals to 12 upon 6. So which will be 2 seconds. So we got the time as 2 seconds when acceleration is 0. So what we have to find? We have to find the velocity. So we got the equation for velocity, but if you see options are in numbers. So just substitute this t value in this expression. What will you get now? V is equals to 3 into t square is 4 minus 12 into. Just give me a second. Stylus is not working. Sorry for the interruption. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm just pausing this class for 2 minutes. Yeah, very sorry for the interruption in the very beginning of the class. I mean, the very first class of our course. So we'll just continue. So 3 into t square. T value is 2, so 2 square is 4 minus 12 into t is what? 2 plus 3. How much will you get? 3 4 is 12. 12 to 24 plus 3. So simplify this. How much will you get? 12 plus 3 is 15. And 15 minus 24. How much do you get? It will be minus 9 meter per second. So what is the velocity when acceleration is 0? It is minus 9 meter per second. Answer is option C. Now we'll see the graphs. Position versus time, velocity versus time, and acceleration versus time. So this is the first graph, position versus time graph. Remember, the slope of position versus time graph will give you velocity. How do you find the slope? According to mathematics, change in y coordinates by change in x coordinates, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Or if you know the angle, simply you can use tan theta. Tan theta also represents what? Slope of the graph. So if you take position versus time, the slope of this graph will give you the velocity. There are different categories of these graphs. Let us discuss them one by one. So this is the time and this is the displacement. First, suppose if the graph is a straight line parallel to x-axis. What does it mean? Y-axis is represented with displacement, and that displacement is not changing with respect to time. If you clearly see here, on the x-axis, time is changing, but for every time, the displacement is not changing. It's still at the same point on the y-axis. Yes or no? See the graph carefully. The graph is a straight line parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis. What does it mean? The y value is constant here. Y value is not changing. That means displacement is not changing. So can I say change in displacement is zero for this graph? Again, that is the issue. Okay, so no worries. As the issue is continuing, we'll do one thing. We'll continue these topics in another. Okay. So this is what for today's student. Hope you have understood all the problem and the concepts which we have discussed so far. There are many concepts to be discussed in this unit. Like we have to discuss motion under gravity. We have to discuss equations of motion for uniform acceleration and for non-uniform acceleration. So we have to discuss all those things. We'll send the next class. I will make a video that will put them in next part. Okay. So if you have found this video useful, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. Okay. Yeah, thank you everyone. Have a nice day.